It's the closest gap I've ever tried to fly. Okay, we are in the midst of shooting for ProWork FPV. We are producing an image video here, and today is the first filming day of the next 3 days. Today it's really versatile. I have the Komodo with the gimbal, Komodo with the tripod, and we're also using the FPV drone for some indoor shots. We film some people which work here. Here is the storage for Kuniayada where everything is packed. To be as fast as possible, I have 2 Komodos with me. One is on a 24 to 70 millimeter. For the wide gimbal shots, I had the Laowa 12 millimeter, and then for the interviews, the 70 to 200. That's the plan. Tomorrow we're at Ukufen, where I already was filming a few months ago. I also already flew the FPV drone there. We will also do that tomorrow, and then in 2 days we'll make another 2 companies. We're about to start the FPV flight, which is the intro for this location. We do a flight to the workspace and we're figuring out where exactly we fly. Maybe we have to put away some towels in order to fly through there. That could work. Let's see. Okay. Interview situation. The good thing is we have bright windows here, but we do a little bit additional light with the aperture. It's also nice with all the lights from the storage behind there with the bokeh. That really looks great. Okay, Thursday we start with a little cold plunge in the Pleschinger See to get all warmed up for a nice shooting day. Let's go! So what we do today here at Ukufen is pretty similar to what we did yesterday at Kuniayada. We get those shots of the people working here, working together, and how these people who are from ProWork FPV actually working in all these different businesses, and Ukufen is one of them, and that's what we want to showcase. We use the FPV drone, of course, indoor here. This is perfect scenery for the FPV drone. With the Komodo we took some different shots. We also did an interview with the CEO where he talked a little bit about why they use this kind of working model and so on. And yeah, I'm overall really happy to be here because this is just great scenery, great location for filming, and of course as a film producer that's what I like a lot. Now we take some drone pictures from outside to view the whole building, because this is actually a massive building here. Then we go on. So this is today's location at Domiko. It reminds me a little bit of the Gigafactory FPV video because there is just so much production stuff going on. Perfect, of course, for the FPV drone, but the focus is not so much on the FPV drone actually today. It is more on the people working here. So we're also going to use the Komodo a lot, especially with the gimbal. It's just a great location. We have a big window front here where we have perfect sunlight, so we won't even need artificial light too much, which is really nice because The light of the sun, in my opinion, is actually in most cases the best. And we also planned some FPV shots through the tubes. Okay, we now have a very special shot with the FPV drone where we can fly through a machine here, and the people, our actors, are walking towards the drone, and before or after the actors I make a left turn, and then I have this really small gap where I will fly through with the drone. The good thing is we don't need the drone anymore later today, so it might not work, it might work. It's the closest gap I've ever tried to fly to fit, so let's see, and it would be really nice if that would work and be possible. Yes. We're now finished at this location and we're off to the next location. We had one little incident with the FPV drone where we flew through the production machine, and there was a little misunderstanding with the colleague, and he opened one side of the machine but didn't open the other side of the machine. So yeah, I don't have eyes behind the drone, so I had to cut the motor off and we had a little incident, but the drone survived. We could do it again, and I think the shot really turned out nicely. It was really spontaneous, and yeah, your DJI drone probably can't do this, so get the FPV drone, over and out to the next location. Jawohl, perfekt, passt, das haben wir mal. So this was the final location. We are now finished. This was 3 shooting days for the FPV ProWork image video. Now we get into editing. It will only be a 2 to 3 minute video which will be produced, so I can only use the best scenes, which is very nice, and I think we're gonna produce a very nice video here. Stay tuned for the result. Over and out. Let's get into editing. Ja, passt. Dann sind wir fertig, ja. Perfekt.